What is up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia, and welcome to another week of Tester Tuesday. This is a spot where I get Scentsy reviews out to you based on your votes from the previous week. That way we get to discuss the scents you want to hear about. Now, today's scents are all coming up. They're not available yet. They will be available October 1st as part of the holiday wax collection. So let's get started. All right, let's talk about our first place scent for the week. It is Holiday Market. This one has a bright orange colored wax. I'll put the percentage of vote down below. On cold sniff, this is, I would say, between medium and strong. And I would probably put this in the citrus category, and Scentsy may have put it in the fruit category. So the scent description for Holiday Market says, a vibrant pink grapefruit and pomegranate juice notes bustle between festive allspice stalls. Okay, I like the scent description, but I don't like the scent description because some of the wording in there is kind of strange. But I definitely get a vibrant, citrusy, I guess pink grapefruit, and I can see the pomegranate juice as a secondary note. But I feel like you also get, as it warms, something like a mandarin or a clementine. I can definitely smell something orangey in here, but it's very pleasant. The allspice is done in a very nice, gentle way, but you can still smell that it's allspice, and you can still smell that it's leaning a fall and winter kind of scent. So it reminds me a little bit of spiced grapefruit, if you've experienced that, maybe with some pomegranate. Yeah, I mean, I really liked this. I thought it was great. Even when I picked up that mandarin or clementine, I felt like it's just what the scent needed. This was really, really nice. So let's talk about the family rating before I talk about where I warmed it. So I actually had two guests on the family rating. So my daughter used to figure skate, and she has two friends that used to figure skate with her as well. And they call themselves the Trippies, which I think stands for triplets, even though they don't look at all alike. But they're so cute, and the Trippies were over, and so I asked Megan and Rebecca if they would weigh in on the family rating as well. So we have 5 views for the family rating. So Holiday Market got 6.5 out of 10 from my husband. Megan said 5 out of 10, not one she would choose to put in her warmers. Erica said 6 out of 10. Rebecca said 6 out of 10. And Ryan really liked this one at 9.75 out of 10. So I decided, well, since Ryan really liked it, I'll kind of put it down in his area, which the closest I could get and the availability I could get was the entranceway. So I do have a Gilded Leaves glass mini warmer in the entranceway. I put 1 cube there, and I would say it was above average throw there, and duration was maybe average to below average. Very pleasant. I really enjoyed it. So I had 7 cubes left, so I decided to warm it in my open layout since it did well in the entranceway. It was about 8 out of 10 in the open layout. Now, I would say it was almost too strong at the beginning. I felt like I don't know if choking is the right word, but I put 6 cubes there, and I think my approach going forward with this would be I would put 1 cube in each warmer instead of 2, and then I would just change my wax out a little bit faster, because there was times once the initial intensity wore off, probably a few hours later, sometimes I'm like, am I smelling this or am I smelling other things in the apartment? I really don't know. So what I think I would do is I would put 3 cubes in, and then I would probably put another 3 cubes and 3 other warmers once the scent died down, maybe like 10 to 12 hours later, and just kind of go about it in that manner and use up the same amount of wax that way. If you like spiced citrus scents with a twist of the pomegranate, then definitely pick this up. I've been hearing good things about this. I feel like a lot of people really like this. I would love to see this come back next year. I think it would be a great addition to the catalog. Open concept areas would be fine. Even my open concept from my last house, 6 to 8 cubes in that area would have done fine. So will I be repurchasing this one? Yes. I think I'll pick one up and put it aside for next year, should it not come in the catalog next year, but I really hope it does. So that is Holiday Market. All right, let's talk about our second place scent for the week. It is Ginger Cookie Crunch. This one has almost like a beige, dark beige colored wax, and I'll put the percentage down below. And this would be in the bakery section of the Holiday Wax collection, and I would say it's about a medium, maybe medium light. The scent description on Ginger Cookie Crunch, it says, warm notes of crystallized ginger and crushed nutmeg, sweetened with vanilla bean. I'm just going to apologize. It's so early here. I'm trying to get things filmed before the construction starts, and my hair is just atrocious, and I'm tired. I really should be filming these on Sunday, but Sundays are busy. So All right, so we have warm notes of crystallized ginger. Crystallized ginger is very sweet and not as fiery as regular ginger, and I don't really get a lot of that here. I thought I would get more. I would actually rename this Cookie Crunch, not Ginger Cookie Crunch. I would just name it Cookie Crunch because it almost smells like a crispy vanilla edged cookie, like a sugar cookie with a really crispy, golden, delicious edge. Nutmeg, I don't know if I smell nutmeg. Nutmeg is used a lot in donuts. I feel like it brings the donut to the special spot. So I feel like this is a very, very, very yummy vanilla. I loved this one so much. So let's talk about the family rating before I talk about the warmings. So my husband said 7.5 out of 10. Megan said, oh, this is my favorite. It's not perfect, but it is awesome. So she gave it 9 out of 10. Erica really disliked it with a 1 out of 10. And Rebecca said 4 out of 10. She would probably unplug her warmer if she had the choice. So a little bit of mixed results there. And Ryan said 7 out of 10. And I would probably say like 9 or 10 out of 10 for me. So I will say, even though Erica gave it a 1 out of 10, later I had her go into my bedroom and I just said, what do you think of the scent going in there? She goes, oh yeah, it's pretty good. And I said, that's the one you gave 1 out of 10 for. And she's like, oh. So yes, when I put this in the warmer, I have written down Yummo. And I'm definitely putting in my Scentsy Club. I think it's an all year round scent, not just for the holidays. I feel like this one comes to life when you warm it. It's so much better when you warm it. All right, so you know how much I loved it. I've gone on and on about this one. I really enjoyed it. How did it warm? So I warmed it in the boys' room and I warmed it here in my bedroom. And I didn't warm it in the bathroom. I just warmed it here in the bedroom. I warmed a different scent in the bathroom and kept the door closed. So I only had 2 cubes going here and an element warmer. And it did very, very well. I would say 7 out of 10, and it lasted a couple days. On the second day, it almost turned into a vanilla fudge butter kind of delicious, decadent, yummy vanilla. And I went down, I was walking on the treadmill, and I felt like my clothes smelled like Ginger Cookie Crunch. So it was really, really nice. I did warm it in the boys' room. We're at the start of day 3, and I walked in to give Drew his medication, and I could still smell it. Now, there's times when I walk in the room and I can't smell it, and then there's times I walk in the room and I can smell it. So I feel like if it's the door's closed for a bit, you go in, you can definitely smell it. And here in my bedroom, I felt like it did better than in the boys' room, and I'm not really sure why. But whenever I walked into the bedroom, I could definitely smell it. So like I said, I don't think this is a fall-only scent. I think it's a year-round scent. I think that it's probably a medium to small space scent. You could probably put it in an open layout, but it would be probably 4 to 5 out of 10, I would say. And it would be great as an addition to the catalog because we don't really have a basic sugar cookie in the catalog anymore. So to me, that's kind of what this is leaning towards. It does not smell at all like Frosted Ginger Cookie. If you're wondering, Frosted Ginger Cookie is very heavy on the ginger and more aggressive with the spice, and this is very limited with that. So will I be repurchasing? Yes. Will I be putting in my club? Yes. And it'll probably stay there for a while, if not indefinitely. I really like this one. Praying that it comes back next year. That is Ginger Cookie Crunch. All right, let's talk about our third place scent for the week. It is Bundle Up. This one is coming October 1st as part of the holiday collection. It's this gentle peach colored wax, or, creamy peach colored wax. And I would say on cold sniff, this is light. And I would also struggle in which category to put it in. You could probably put it in woods. You could probably put it in floral. So let's talk about the scent description. It says, sandalwood blanketed in bright mandarin on soft pillows of vanilla orchid. So I definitely smell vanilla orchid, especially on cold. And on warm, it almost smells like a creamy, sweet vanilla, leaning sandalwood. Like it's comforting, it's cozy, it's beautiful. However, it is very, very light. It is very light for me on warm, so I might have to figure out other ways to use this. But let's talk about how it did. All right. So I have a lot of notes written down for this. When I first smelled it, it was very familiar. I could not put my finger on what it smelled like. I still don't know if I can fully put my finger on what it smelled like. But I thought, let's get the family's opinion because I want to see what they think. My husband said 6 out of 10. Megan said 7 out of 10. She felt it was a simple scent. Erica said it was 7 out of 10. It was kind of basic, and she said boring. I don't think that's very nice. And Rebecca really liked this one. She said 8 out of 10, and she would want it in her room if she could pick a scent. Now Ryan liked this one as well, 8.5 out of 10. So I thought, well, Erica's very picky with scents and she's okay with this one, so I thought I'd warm it in her room. So I used 3 cubes there, and I also used 2 cubes in the bathroom. So in the bathroom, when I put it in, I would say it was between 2 and 3 out of 10. And that room is a struggle for me, so I thought, well, that's not a good place to judge. So I put 3 cubes in Erica's room like I normally do. And I would say on day 1, it was about 2 to 3 out of 10. It was very pretty. It was calming. It reminded me a little bit of, something about it reminded me of Pixie, that scent that I used to warm, Pixie. Maybe mixed with a tiny bit of Awakening, because you do get a little bit of bright sweetness in the orchid with like a calming vanilla sandalwood, okay? On the second day in Erica's room, I would say it was maybe 3 to 4. For some reason, it went up a little bit in intensity. So I'm really not sure how to deal with this scent, because I thought the scent was beautiful, but I don't know if it's worth me trying to troubleshoot it enough because I have so much wax. So if you were going to pick this up, even though you know from hearing through the grapevine that it's light, how should you approach this? I would say melt it in small rooms, and you might want to double up your wax and see how that does. You might want to disperse extra wax through extra warmers and see how it does. I would say pick hot, good performing warmers. If you need help with that, I'll link a video down in the comments section below on how to pick out a good performing Scentsy warmer. But in general, I think that this is a scent that we can get elsewhere in the catalog. Scents like Vanilla Barnwood, this is a gentler, less lemon-leaning Vanilla Barnwood or citrus-leaning Vanilla Barnwood. If you like Cozy Cardigan, you might like this. Even performance-wise, I would say it's even underperforming compared to 100 Acre Wood, which is a very light scent for most people. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to pick this up, be aware that for me personally, it was very, very light. So I will have some notes here. Let me just see if I forgot to mention anything. I said it was a little bit earthy and calming. I would use this in a specific way, and I'll tell you here in a second. Also, if you like the scent Graduation, I said you might like this scent. So I said it's best for scent-sensitive people or people that like very gentle scents. But for me personally, I'm going to use these last 3 cubes probably as a scent diluter, which means maybe if I have an evergreen scent that I find a little bit too strong, I'll put 1 cube of that with 1 cube of this, and it'll just kind of mellow it out and cream it out a little bit in a nice complimentary way. Sorry, I just kind of hiccuped. So will I be repurchasing this one? No, I will use up the 3 cubes that I have as a diluter scent, but I think it'll complement a lot of scents in that manner. So it's unfortunate, I'm a little disappointed, but what can you do? Not a repurchase, that's bundle up. All right, the construction has started, so it is time for me to present to you the scents for the week, and you guys are going to vote. If you're new to my channel, you're going to pick 2 different scents by early Wednesday morning, put them down in the YouTube comment section. If you can't do that, find my Instagram post and put your 2 votes there. It's Patricia Gates. All right, so we're going to do 3 licensed bars and 3 non-licensed bars. So I didn't do a first sniffs on this, but if you pick it to warm, I will definitely smell it, and I will let you know what I think. And that is from the Beetlejuice collection, it's Showtime. That is scent number 1. Scent number 2 is from Disney Coco, Familia comes first. I never know the name of that one. And scent number 3 is from the NFL Goal Line. All right, scent number 4 is upcoming scent of the month for October with Scentsy. It is Vanilla Chestnut. I did smell this, so we'll see if you guys pick it. Scent number 5 is from the holiday collection, Frosted Fantasy. And scent number 6 is also from the holiday collection coming October 1st. It is Winter Twilight. So thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. Thanks for sticking with me through some of these rough morning videos. I really appreciate it. Take care. Don't forget to vote, and I'll see you guys in the next video.